Welcome back to module 7 of this unit progressions, and we will be talking about the sum of the first n terms of a geometric progression. Recall that a geometric progression is a sequence of numbers such that the ratio between any two consecutive terms remains the same. Okay, so and this is how we have put it into a general form. If we know that a is the first term of the geometric progression and r is the common ratio, then the geometric form can be written as AR, AR square, AR cube, and so on. Okay, so let us say I want to find out the sum of the first n terms. Which are these terms? So now this is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third term, this is the fourth term, and we know that the nth term of a geometric progression is a into r raised to n minus 1. Okay, so these are the first n terms of a geometric progression. So the sum of the first n terms is the sum of these n terms that we are considering here. So the sum of the first n terms is denoted by the same notation Sn, the same notation that we use for arithmetic progression. Okay, so it is the sum of t1, t2, t3 and so on till the nth term. This is the sum of the first n terms. So we are looking at a plus ar square and so on plus ar raised to n minus 1. Okay. This sum can be put into a one general formula. Okay. Sn equal to a into r raised to n minus 1 upon r minus 1. So for a geometric progression with first term as a and the common ratio is r, the sum of the first n terms Sn can always be written in this form. Okay, of course this can always be rewritten in other forms as well. Like instead of writing r raised to n minus 1, we can say 1 minus r raised to n divided by here 1 minus r. And this is the formula that we'll be using in finding the sum of the first n terms. Let's say for example, suppose I have this geometric progression. This is a geometric progression with first term as 2 and the common ratio here is 3. Okay, we have already seen that this is a geometric progression. Let us say I want to find out the sum of the first n terms. So Sn by formula is a into r raised to n minus 1 upon r minus 1. A here is 2. R here is 3, so 3 raised to n minus 1 divided by 3 minus 1. So it is 2 into 3 raised to n minus 1 upon 3 minus 1 is 2. That will cancel with this 2. So what I have is just 3 raised to n minus 1. So the sum of the first n terms for this geometric progression is 3 raised to n minus 1. For instance, let us say I want to find out the sum of the first 10 terms for this geometric progression. All that I will do is put n equal to 10. I'll get the sum of the first 10 terms. So it will be equal to 3 raised to 10 minus 1. Okay, and if you use a calculator, this value will come to 59048. Okay, 3 raised to 10 is 59049 minus 1 will give you this. Okay, so this is how the sum of the first n terms can be found out for a geometric progression using this formula. Okay, so note that so far for a geometric progression, what we know is that the nth term of a geometric progression is given by this form a into r raised to n minus 1. The sum of the first n terms Sn is given by this formula a into r raised to n minus 1 upon r minus 1, and we know that Sn minus 1 is Tn. Okay, that's because this is something that we already verified earlier. When we say Sn, we consider the sum till the nth term. So if I say Sn minus 1, we are considering the sum till the n minus 1th term. So if I subtract these two, all these terms will cancel each other. Okay, till Tn minus 1, they all cancel, only Tn will remain. So that's how we know that Sn minus 1 is the nth term of the geometric progression. And this is something that we'll be using when we know Sn, and based on that we want to show that that sequence of numbers is a geometric progression. That is when we'll be using this property. So we'll continue with some examples on what we have learned so far. Find the sum of the first 8 terms of the geometric progression 3, 9, 27 and so on. Okay, so we want to find out the sum of the first 8 terms. So we are referring to Sn with n equal to 8. Okay, now this is a geometric progression with a equal to 3 and r, the common ratio, is also 3. 9 upon 3 is 3, 27 upon 9 is 3. Okay, so if I have to write down the sum of the first n terms for this geometric progression, it is a into r raised to n minus 1 upon r minus 1. So that will be equal to 3 into a is 3, r is also 3, so 3 raised to n minus 1 upon 3 minus 1. So it is 3 into 3 raised to n minus 1 upon 3 minus 1 is 2. What we want is the sum of the first 8 terms. So we'll put n equal to 8. I'll get sum of the first 8 terms, that is S8. It will be equal to 3 upon 2 into 3 raised to 8 minus 1. Okay. So we have to just use a calculator in finding this. This will come to 9840. We'll proceed with some more examples. The sum of the first n terms of a sequence of numbers is given as 4 into 3 raised to n minus 1. Show that it is a geometric progression. Okay, so the sum of the first n terms is given, Sn. So Sn is 4 into 3 raised to n minus 1. Based on this, we want to show that it is a geometric progression. Now, this is where that property will come into picture. We know that Sn minus Sn minus 1 is Tn, the nth term of a geometric progression. So if we can show that for this sequence of numbers, Sn minus Sn minus 1 is in a general form of an nth term of a geometric progression, then we prove this. So for this, we'll also find out Sn minus 1. What will be Sn minus 1? Replace this n by n minus 1. So it will be 4 into, so 3 raised to, in place of n, it is n minus 1 minus 1. Okay, so let us now consider Sn minus Sn minus 1. Okay, if you want, you can simplify this. This 4 into 3, this is 4 into 3 raised to n. Okay, minus 4 into 1 is 4. The same way, this is 4 into 3 raised to n minus 1. Okay, minus 4. Okay, so Sn I'll replace by this. So it is 4 into 3 raised to n minus 4 minus. Now Sn minus 1 is 4 into 3 raised to n minus 1 minus 4. So this is equal to 4 into 3 raised to n minus 4. This will be again minus 4 into 3 raised to n minus 1. And this minus into minus 4 will give you plus 4. So that this minus 4 plus 4 will cancel. What I have is 4 into 3 raised to n minus 4 into 3 raised to n minus 1. So what I can do is, I can take 4 common from both this. Okay, so 4 into 3 raised to n minus 3 raised to n minus 1. And I can write down 3 raised to n as 3 into 3 raised to n minus 1. So I have 4 into, so this 3 raised to n is 3 into 3 raised to n minus 1 minus 3 raised to n minus 1. So that now both these terms have 3 raised to n minus 1 common. So this 3 raised to n minus 1 I'll take common from both the terms. What will remain here is 3 minus 1. So what I have is 4 into 3 raised to n minus 1 into 3 minus 1 is 2. So this 2 into 4 is 8 into 3 raised to n minus 1. So what I got is Sn minus Sn minus 1 is 8 into 3 raised to n minus 1. If you compare with the general form a into r raised to n minus 1, we can very well prove that this is a geometric progression with a equal to 8 and r is equal to 3. Okay, so how do we prove? Either it is directly in the form of the nth term, or you can always show that Tn upon Tn minus 1 is constant, and that's how you show that it is a geometric progression. So in case you know the sum of the first n terms of a sequence of numbers, you can always show that it is a geometric progression by using a method something like this. Let us consider another example. For a geometric progression, the sum of the first two terms is 8 and the sum of the first four terms is 80. This is 4 terms is 80. Find the 10th term of the geometric progression. So we are given the sum of the first two terms and the sum of the first four terms. Based on this, we want to find out the 10th term of the geometric progression. Now to find out the 10th term, we basically should know what is the nth term in general. Nth term is a into r raised to n minus 1. So from what is given to us, we'll have to find out a and r, and then I can very well find out what is the 10th term. Now what is given to us? The sum of the first two terms. So S2 is given to be equal to 8. And the sum of the first four terms is 80. So S4 is given to be 80. What we know in general is Sn is given by formula a into r raised to n minus 1 upon r minus 1. This is the formula for Sn, sum of the first n terms of a geometric progression. So if I say S2 as per this formula should be a into r square, n is equal to 2. Okay, so this is n is equal to 2, that is what we are putting here, minus 1 upon r minus 1, and this S2 is given to be equal to 8. The same way S4 as per this definition should be equal to a into r raised to 4 minus 1 upon r minus 1, and this S4 is given to be equal to 8. So we have two equations here. Based on this, we have to find out the value of a and r. What we can do is we can divide this equation. This also is equation 2, this also is equation 1. So I'll divide equation 2 by 1, so that I'll have a into r raised to 4 minus 1 divided by r minus 1. This is r S4, the left hand side of this second equation, divided by the left hand side of this first equation is a into r square minus 1 upon r minus 1. This has to be equal to 80 divided by 8. So this a can be cancelled, r minus 1 can be cancelled. What I have is r raised to 4 minus 1 remaining here, divided by r square minus 1 is equal to 80 upon 8 is 10. Recall that we can this r raised to 4 minus 1 can always be looked at as r square minus 1. Okay, so look at this r square as some a, okay, and this 1 can be looked as 1 square. So this is, so if you look at this as a, this is like a square minus b square. So a square minus b square is a minus b into a plus b. So this can be written as r square minus 1 into r square plus 1. So that I can substitute in this equation. R is to 4 minus 1, I'll write it as r square minus 1 into r square plus 1 divided by, here I have r square minus 1, this is equal to 10. So that this will cancel. What I have is r square plus 1 is equal to 10, or r square is equal to 10 minus 1, that is equal to 9. If r square is equal to 9, we know r is equal to plus or minus 3. So we can use one of this equation now. So we got r. So let us take r is equal to 3. If you put r equal to 3 in one of these equations, say equation 1, I'll get the value of a. Okay, so let us substitute. So let us consider equation 1. Equation 1, or let me write it here. So equation 1. So a into r is 3. So 3 square is 9. 9 minus 1 divided by 3 minus 1. This is equal to 8. So I have a into 9 minus 1 is 8 divided by 3 minus 1 is 2. This is equal to 8. So this 8 will cancel. I'll get a equal to 2. So I have a equal to 2 and I have r is equal to 3. I know what is the nth term. So nth term is equal to a, that is 2, into r, that is 3 raised to n minus 1, using the general form of nth term. What we want is the 10th term. So if I want the 10th term, we'll put n equal to 10. This will be equal to 2 into 3 raised to 10 minus 1, that is 9 minus 1. Okay, so you can use a calculator in finding the answer for this, and this will come to some 39366.